Are you guys ready to make a super simple Excel spreadsheet? Because all the ones they have online have so much information, it's pretty annoying. I'm Marlon, and on this channel, I share with you tips and strategies and ways that you can improve your life. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that like and please subscribe. If you're returning, post a comment below and still make sure you hit that like and let me know what you guys think. So this is outside of my normal format because normally it's more me and you, but I wanted to start a little bit more of a series where I go over the small things I had to teach myself that I thought were really complicated before, but it's really simple once you know the super basics. And today, the first thing we're gonna be going over is how to make an Excel spreadsheet to help you with budgeting. This is going to be completely live. Well, it's pre-recorded, but still, I'm doing this completely live. So you might see me mess up a little bit. That's perfectly fine. It's just to show you how easy it is to make one completely from scratch. I did not pre-plan any of this. So whatever hiccups you see me go through, it's going to happen and you'll see how I fix it. Right now, I am not on actual Excel. Yes, I do own Excel, but it doesn't make sense because most people, if they don't use Excel, they probably don't own it. I am currently on Google Sheets, which is the free version of Excel that you can get from Google. So you have a Gmail account, which is if you're on YouTube or if you're just on a majority of things use Gmail now. You can just go there, just literally go to Google. So if you just go straight to Google and you just type in Google Sheets, it's going to literally just fix that spelling right there. And the first one you see is going to be Google Sheets. They do have Google Slides, which is PowerPoint, and Google Docs. And I'll go over that in another video. But for now, we're just going to be using Google Spreadsheets. So when starting a budget, it can be very overwhelming when it comes to actually starting the budget process. But we're going to go everything step by step. So first thing you need to do is first name your document. So, my name is Marlon, so I'll put Marlon's budget. So Marlon's budget, right? First thing, for every budget, you need to find out how much you get paid. For me, I don't like putting things at the absolute top because sometimes I like coming back and putting a graphic or something else. So I have to go a little bit further down. So first, we need to find out how much you get paid. So in Excel, double tap the square you want to type in. You just type in your pay. And then right under that, we need to know how often you work. I like using per week, which is a lot easier for me. So let's do hours worked. You can type in per week if you want, but it's for you. You can just put hours worked or H/per week. That whatever abbreviation you want to use, that's perfectly fine. One thing a lot of people don't talk about when doing budgeting is planning for after taxes. So let's say if we left it as this and we put the amount we get paid, the hours we work per week, and we multiplied it, it wouldn't match our check because taxes are getting taken out. So what you can do is right under this, just put amount I keep. So what this is, simple way to figure this out, because you're going to keep a percentage of your paycheck. The more you get paid, the higher that percentage might go up depending on whatever tax bracket or whatever tax incentives you take care of. The easiest way to figure out that percentage is just to simply do your pay after taxes divided by your pay pre-taxes. So let's say you keep 75% of your paycheck. Perfectly fine. And then right now, let's say you get paid around $12. Or you know what? Let's double because I'm in the floor of minimum wage. Let's say you get paid. Yeah, we'll keep it at $12, and you work, and you're full time, and you work the standard 32 hours a week. So there we go. We have your pay, how many hours you work, and the percentage of you actually keep. Now we need to go and figure out what your bills are. And you have to just organize this a little bit. This might not end up looking really nice, but you can always go back and spruce it up however you want. So first things first, just drop down a little bit more because I like keeping some space. Is just double tap again. And what we need to do is find out the names of where we're actually paying. And then right next, same thing, we're gonna do the amounts. And what we're gonna do, if you would like to, just to have all your information in one place, you can also do due dates. so you don't have to keep looking around if you're somebody that likes keeping track of your due dates. So I'm gonna list some of the most generic bills, which are gonna be phone. If you have a car, it would be car insurance, but we're gonna leave that out in case you don't. So electric, we're gonna leave internet, which internet can be under cable and whatever you want. If you want to separate into separate columns, you can. But phone, electric, internet, and then we're gonna do water. Where depending on you live, if you live in an apartment and it's provided, that might be whatever. So let's say if we add a little bit more in it. So let's do C card. C card 1. And then we can do C card 2. Now you can change this to different names if you'd like. So you can just do, to make it easier, BOA, which is Bank of America. Or you can do, let's say Chase. Bank of America and Chase is where you have all your cards. Now, what you're gonna do over here in that second column is go through the process of putting your bill. So let's say your phone bill is $40. Your electric is around, let's say 70. Your internet, you pay around 50. Your water, you pay around 20. And then let's say your credit card bills is just the minimum 25 for each. And your due dates, that doesn't really matter right now because all, for example, we're not really going to use that. This is more of a preferential, so you don't have to go around and look at them multiple times when something's due. It's all in the same place. So we're just going to leave them as like May 1st, which is currently not May, but we're leaving it like that. So right now we have all our utilities. We have the amount we're going to be paying on these utilities. We have our pay, the amount of hours we work minimum, and the percentage of our paycheck we keep. Now it looks really plain and very hard to see. What I like to actually do is just press on this bar and actually go up here to the B and make it bold. So you can just make everything a little bit bold if you like. If you want to make them bigger, if you want to add some color on there, feel completely free. It's really up to you. I'm just making a bold for right now. Or if I just want to do this, you want to press shift and select that. You can just go here and do 12. Make them a little bit bigger. Now you see how some of the words is cut off since I made everything 12-point font. If you go right up here between the A and the B, you can just double tap when this little bar shows up and it'll expand it to the perfect amount where the words show perfectly fine. So let's switch this stuff really fast. So that's 12. Double tap that again just to make sure there's enough spacing for everything. And then we are good. Now, since we have all the information down, which is 90% of your work, now we go through the process of doing the math. Now, if you can do this on regular paper if you'd like, and then convert it. So what we'll do, we'll scooch over here to row E, or wherever you are, double tap that, and we're gonna put total pay. And for your total pay, right here, we just double tap this, and you have two locations you can type. You can either type in this box where you currently are, or up here at the top. They mean the exact same thing, it's just up here at the top you have a lot more room to type and you can see it better. For this example, we're just gonna type it in the box. And this is the only thing you need to remember as far as typing in coding in Excel is equal sum open parentheses. That is it. So for your total pay, you do equal sum open parentheses, and what you can do is either A, click, so you do your pay, so you press the number, which is 12, and as you see, it adds that B15. So the way it comes out with B15, this is fairly simple. It's B here, and if you go down, 15 to the left. So B15, so we have that, so it's that area, we're gonna do multiply, so we just do asterisk sign, because that's their version of multiply, and then you just tap the per hour amount, which is that. Now what you do is you close parentheses and press enter. Now you can see right now it says 348. So if you bring up your calculator and you just do just double check 12 times 32, 348. But now we need to find out the amount you get paid after taxes, which is at 75%. So what you do is you close your calculator down really fast, double tap this again, and you go in here. We already have that equation. We already closed the brackets. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna add another bracket around it because we're just doing a regular order operation. Those brackets are just so the equal sum knows you're doing an equation. And we're going to just do times, and we just click that. And then we do close bracket, same thing, press enter. So 288. So if you would like to double check, the same thing, just bring up that calculator. So calculator, bring that up. And then you just do 17 times 32 times 75%, which is, I did that completely wrong. So if you want to not do that, we're just 12 times 32 equals that, divided by 0.25, which is wrong again. I don't know why I keep doing horrible math right now. 384 times 0.75. So it'll be 288. So right now, your total pay going home is $288. Let me fix this up a little bit so it's a little bit easier. So make that a little bit bigger. Capitalize this T. So right now, your take-home pay is $288 a week. So what you can do if you want, you do weekly right here to make it a little bit easier for you if someone that gets paid weekly. If you want to be a little bit more exact, you can do bi-weekly, and if you want to, and you can do monthly. If you really want to go through the effort of doing all of that. So this is really simple. Double tap, you just do equal sum, open parentheses. You, instead of going through the whole process again, you actually can just click where it ended. So this is the amount you're actually doing, and you just do asterisk, which is multiply by 2, because it's bi-weekly. Close that parentheses after you type it 2, press enter. So bi-weekly is that. Same thing with monthly, equal sum, open parentheses, click that one, and do multiply by 2. The reasons by 2 is because that you could use a top one, but I'm just using this for example. Press enter. So your monthly take-home pay is $11.52. If you want to keep it this way, so you know how much you get weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly, so you have a better idea of how your finances are working, feel free. I just use bi-weekly because it's a lot easier for me. So let's make those bold and make this a little bit bigger. So right now, we know how much we get paid. Perfect. Let's put some dollar signs in front of these because I forgot to put those in the beginning. As I said, this stuff is all done on the fly. Let me take that off really fast. Perfect. Okay, so now we need to find out how much your bills cost total. So what you can do, you can either type right below. I don't like doing that in case I want to add more in. So I'll actually go right over here to left, and I just put total bills. So your total bills, all you're gonna do is right over here, double tap it like just you did before. You put equal sum, open parentheses, and what you're gonna do is press from here and you hold shift and press down. You just click where you are. So what that's gonna do is it selects the whole row that you're in. I like going a little bit further down because in case I need to add more, I recommend you do the actual same. And you just press close parentheses because this whole time you're still in that box, press enter. So right now your total bills is $230, which sounds pretty good in comparison to how much you get paid a week. So now put it anywhere you'd like. I like to put mine a little bit more in the center. So right here, you put money left over. Or you know what? Let's put a little somewhere a little bit better. Let's put it right here above. Money left over. Yeah, that's not a good spot. We'll do right under. Money left over. Right here. So what you're gonna do? Same thing. Equal sum. Open parentheses. And you're gonna click this, which is your monthly pay, minus, and you click where your total bills, close parentheses, and press enter. So right now, as your bills are going, you have a total of $922 left after your bills are due. Super simple way to actually make a budget. I did ramble on a lot during this whole process just to show you that minus my rambling took me probably around like maybe a minute or two. Now, if you want to get a little bit more exact, then you can actually go in and say if you want to put savings. So if you actually want to put savings and you want to say, hey, I want to save 10% of my pay. Same thing, if you know how to do the math for 10%, you just do equal sum, open parentheses, and just do the math. And just press close parentheses, click on these locations that you actually want that information. So that is the most easiest way to make your own budget. Yes, it does not look nice, but it gets the information done and it gives you your first start on doing an Excel file. And take your time. There's a ton of stuff you can do here. If you want to change colors of text, just like Microsoft Word, you can feel completely free. If you want to spruce it up, feel completely free to do all that. You don't really have to, but it's there. It's an option. So that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the description below. If you like these types of videos where I go through and explain just the simplest things that a lot of people don't really know, because my channel isn't about people that have a ton of money and can expand on that. Mine's purely about just the regular person that does not have direction. Let me know what you guys think in the description below. See you guys later. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you subscribe if you're new, and later.